Hey, what is good? It's your day one oos, Matt Thompson for No DQ for You, and I'm here today to give my thoughts on WrestleMania, my predictions, also run down the card and give a little backstory. So that's why we're here today, and it's on Sunday, April 7th, 2019, will be the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. And I'm pretty excited. I know everybody's talking about how long the show is going to be, but I remember when I was a kid, I would watch all of the previous WrestleManias, like the day before or the day of, till WrestleMania came on. So with people complaining about how long it is, I'm pretty happy with it being that long. Show kicks off on the kickoff show at 5 o'clock p.m. and main card starts at 7 p.m. So without further ado, I'm going to get into what the kickoff show is going to be a part of, and then we'll go into the main show. So from what it sees right now, and everything's, up for change, whatnot. You have Alexa Bliss who's going to be hosting, and I'm not sure if she's going to be on the kickoff show or not, but I hate it being called the kickoff show, and it kind of demoralizes some of the talent to be put on the undercard, and we're trying to stuff all these people onto this card who most of them should have had their own storylines in the first place. Well, we start off with the Women's Battle Royal. It's got people like Asuka, Carmella. Speaking of Asuka, man, God, what a ball drop with her, I get putting, Charlotte, the title on Charlotte, and I'm going to get to that at the end about what I think about what's going on with that, but I really think she got a bad deal out of all this. So like I said, Asuka, Carmella, Naomi, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Nikki Cross, which, where has she been, right? Okay, we're going to throw her in this women thing. We're going to give her a WrestleMania moment, even if it's on the kickoff, and we haven't seen her since she debuted on the main roster. Dana Brooke, you're going to have all the Riot Squad, Mickie James, and Selena Vega. So that's going to be the Women's Battle Royal. Just as I feel about these Battle Royals, they do nothing to help further your career. So it's basically just, hey, you get your WrestleMania paycheck. We put you in. Don't be upset with us. That takes me to another Battle Royal on the kickoff show, which is going to be the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which has never done anything for anybody at all. It doesn't skyrocket your career. You don't get accolades. You don't get a push. You don't get anything. You just get a WrestleMania kickoff show moment. So, I'm complaining about that as a fan. Now, if I was a wrestler, if I was talent, I'd be like, I got to be on WrestleMania. I don't care how I got there. But you're going to have guys... it's going to kind of be a gimmicky one because they got those guys from Saturday Night Live, which I don't watch Saturday Night Live. I'm not really into a bunch of political comedy, so I don't even know who the guys are. I guess it's Michael Che and Colin Jost. I don't even know who these dudes are. I saw them on there. I was like, I guess I've seen them on commercials before, but it's going to be a shit show. So basically, the Andre the Giant Battle Royal is a giant dumpster fire. Braun Strowman, which is getting just completely his push snagged away from him. All the undercards, all the dudes you don't get to see are going to be in there. Apollo Crews, taking away Andrade is crap. He should have a main card match. Titus O'Neil, Tyler Breeze, you basically are going to take the main event show and put it in a battle royal. Jinder Mahal, No Way Jose, that dude's still there. What? Bobby Roode and Chad Gable getting the Shaft were the tag team champs. Now they're in a battle royal. The Lucha House Party, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. What? We haven't even seen these dudes. Heath Slater and Rhino. Victor and Connor, the Ascension. What? Oh my God. Shelton Benjamin gets blown off. Oh God, here we go again. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Another ball drop. Oh my God, are you joking me? Matt and Jeff Hardy. The Hardy Boys are in the Battle Royal. Are you joking me? They just came back for the second time And even Matt Hardy was wearing his old gear, like from the Attitude Era. Like, I don't understand what is going on. Otis and Tucker, which, yes, they should probably be there. And then EC3. Like, EC3. Why are you doing this? Like, it makes no sense. So, like I said, that big old dumpster fire. And then the worst mistake they made was putting this Cruiserweight title on the kickoff show. Like, I don't watch a lot of 205 Live. I mostly just catch all the highlights. But it's kind of a spit in the face, I think, a little bit to those guys. Like, Tony Nese is a phenomenal talent. Great shape, great look, great athlete, great moveset, everything. And then you have Buddy Murphy. Like, if you haven't watched Buddy Murphy within the last 6 to 8 months, you're missing out, because that dude's going to put on a show. I mean, he is a talented performer. He looks the part. He acts the part. It's going to be a really good match. And I hope they, break it off something proper and just crack it open and have a great WrestleMania because of them. That would be like a storybook match for them. And I hope they do, because they deserve it. So that's the end of the kickoff. We're going to go on to the main card. These matches aren't in order of what I think they're going to be in order, but because it's all subject change, but what I think is going to happen. I'm not sure how Alexa Bliss is going to go about it. And somewhere in this whole match card stuff, there's going to be an Elias performance, which is going to be really funny because it's always going to get interrupted. He thinks this is the biggest performance of his life. That it's on the grandest stage of them all. And somebody cool is going to interrupt it. I hope it's Bray Wyatt. He's supposed to come back with a different gimmick. I'd really like to see him back. Kevin Owens, even would be cool to see. The Taker, which I'm not, he's not allotted, but it could happen, So either way, sometime during all this, that's going to happen. So going on to what's the two, which they just crammed these in here, man. The tag team titles for SmackDown, and it's going to be the Usos, Ricochet, and Aleister Black, which I'm just going to say right now, I'm already tired of that being a tag team. I'm a very, very huge Aleister Black fan. And he deserves a singles run. And hopefully after this all is said and done, I know he just got put on the roster, yada, yada, yada. But hopefully after this he gets a single run. Then you have the Bar, and then this garbage tag team of Shinsuke Nakamura, who was going for the world title against AJ Styles, and now you are putting him in a tag team with Rusev. Like, it's not a good idea. I really don't like it. I think it's wasting their talent. I don't know. I just don't feel as if it's where you should be putting them. Is it going to be a good match? Probably. Are they just throwing some stuff together to get the titles on WrestleMania? Yes. I hope the Usos win. That's my prediction on that. Also, on the kickoff with Buddy Murphy, I have Buddy Murphy to win, even though it's going to be a compelling match. My prediction is it's going to be the Usos, because if they do something stupid and put the titles on Ricochet and Aleister Black, I'm going to be very disappointed. No to the Bar, and no to fucking Rusev and Shinsuke. We don't want that. So on next would be the farewell match for Kurt Angle. Okay, I get not a lot of people like Baron Corbin, but I don't have a problem with Baron Corbin. I think that he's doing some really good heel work. They got some stuff set up for him. They make him look really bad. He's a talented guy. He's probably a dick backstage, but for whatever reason, they're putting forth some effort for him. So whatever. I don't think it's going to end up being Baron Corbin, with a lot of people feeling the same way. I think that it's going to be something like a squash match where he just smashes Corbin real quick, and then John Cena's music hits. And that would be cool because they have such a history where Kurt Angle was holding the open challenge, and a young John Cena came out and coined the whole ruthless aggression kind of phrase. So that would be cool to see, kind of passing off the torch. I also think that Kurt Angle is going to lose. He'll lose that match. And if he doesn't have a surprise, like with Cena coming back, I think they're going to let Baron Corbin beat him. I think he wants to go out putting over a new talent, regardless of how it was. Because, Kurt Angle's that kind of guy. He's a good dude. So there's my predictions on that. What we got next? Let's see. Oh, The Miz and Shane McMahon. Well, Shane, you had to be a part of WrestleMania, didn't you? Gotta go show Dad you're better than what he could have been, right? Give me a break. It's gonna be a good match. Is Shane gonna jump off some shit? Probably. Am I gonna be like, oh, don't do that, you're gonna die? Probably. It's gonna be fun. I like The Miz. I see a cool twist to where The Miz's dad turns on him and said, I never loved you, and screws him over. I put Shane McMahon for the win on this one. Something cool, some cool twist would be real fun. I like that. See what twist they can put in. So on to the next, we have the women's tag team titles, which you're taking away from all the star power in the women's division. Basically, the women's title, which I'll get to that again. Like I said, it's like there's no other women wrestlers besides Ronda, Charlotte, and Becky at this point. They're all pretty much a tag team, but so you have for the tag team titles, women tag team titles, as Sasha Banks and Bayley, the champs, Tamina and Nia Jax, which is the worst tag team in the world. The Iconics and Natalya and Beth Phoenix. It's cool to see Beth Phoenix come out. I don't see them winning, which I would think would be cool. I would like for them to win. I see Sasha Banks and Bayley retaining, even though I really wanted the Iconics to win. I know, like, they're actually a tag team, like a pure tag team. It's not a bunch of singles women wrestlers thrown into a group so they can challenge for this. Like, Bayley and Sasha should still be in the main picture of the women's championship, but it is what it is. We're going to get this. It's probably not going to be a very compelling match, and no, that is not because it's women's wrestling. It's just because it's not going to be a compelling match. So then up next, we have the United States Championship with Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio, which I just recently caught wind from PWI that they could possibly have to almost scrap this match or find a late replacement. It seems that Rey Mysterio hurt his ankle on Raw against Baron Corbin. So we might have to have a substitute match or something, maybe an open challenge, and that's when we'll see John Cena. I'm not really sure. Anything with Samoa Joe is going to be awesome. I love Samoa Joe. I'm glad to see him have this singles run. I want to see him, succeed and have a long run. So whoever is challenging him, I want it to be Samoa Joe to be put over. On to the Intercontinental Championship, which my favorite. I just did a video on it. You can see that video at the end of this video and click on that of how I covered my favorite championship and the long lineage and history of the Intercontinental title. I don't go just real depth into it. I just do some of my favorites. Anyways, you can check that out at the end of the video. I'll have a link for you in the description and in the end credits. But Bobby Lashley being the Intercontinental Champion is crazy. It's just crazy. And he should have been in the main card. This dude was he held every belt. He was at TNA holding all the titles. Was doing everything big. Come back and they just basically shit the bed Jesse James on him. You know what I'm saying? They just threw him to the wolf, and it doesn't look good. We're obviously going to get Finn Balor, and we're going to get Demon Finn Balor, as it was hinted on Raw. Super cool. I do like it. I'm not a real big Finn Balor fan, but the Demon thing is fun. It takes me back to some old school gimmicky type wrestlers, and I really enjoy that. So why not? If history serves me right, Finn Balor hasn't lost as the Demon character, and you know how WWE likes to have those streaks. Unless you're, Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar, beating streaks. Anyways, that was garbage. So yeah, I see Finn Balor winning the IC title as the Demon Finn Balor. So yeah, so Demon Finn Balor for the win. So on to the next match we have. Okay, so I know everybody is talking crazy about the Triple H and Batista match, no holds bar, Triple H career on the line. I'm all about this. I'm an old school fan. I loved Evolution. I love this whole pulling these guys in. I've always been a Batista fan. I like him. You know, one of the few bigger guys that I actually did like. And Triple H is timeless to me, so I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to love this match. Between the Ruthless Aggression era and coming up through there, you know, Batista ran SmackDown. You know, if it wasn't Batista or The Undertaker, you know, or Randy Orton, there was no SmackDown to me. So I would really like to see Triple H win and send Batista packing back to Hollywood. But I think Batista's going to pull this off, and so it can be a final farewell to Triple H too. So he can stop wrestling at WrestleManias only. Like, we're cool now. Don't overdo it. Don't Undertaker it. Just be done. It'll be over with. Going to be a fun match. You know, it was kind of rushed. Like a lot of matches on WrestleMania's card, there was not a lot of build-up to it. Cool build-up was him pulling Ric Flair out, you know, on his 70th birthday. And I got your attention now. It was good. I liked it. So it's going to be a fun match. I can't wait to watch it. Up next, we have AJ Styles and Randy Orton. This was super rushed. I didn't like it, but you know what? You have AJ Styles and Randy Orton. It doesn't matter if there's no build-up. You put those guys in the ring, and they're going to really give it their all. They're top-notch performers, some of the best in the industry, former world champions, somebody that made SmackDown Live, and then the house that AJ Styles built SmackDown Live. You can't go wrong with that match. It's going to be a freaking barn burner, man. It's going to be awesome. So, what else we have here? Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. Like, dude, you really fed Drew McIntyre to Roman Reigns? Like, seriously, I hope McIntyre kicks his head off his shoulders. I'm sorry. They rushed the guy back from, you know, leukemia and remission. Like, you just give the guy a time off. He didn't have to be at WrestleMania. You could have had Drew McIntyre in something big. Like, it could have been Drew McIntyre in that Intercontinental title match. Like, that's the way it should have been. He should have been winning that belt on that show. Instead, you feed him to Roman Reigns, which you know Roman's going to beat him. Shocker. Onward ho. Obviously, the next match is a match that I'm really invested in, probably as much as everybody else is, and that is the Kofi Kingston Daniel Bryan story. I mean, haven't they done like such a good job with this? Like, really, if you'd had these kind of backstories on every other feud that's in the pay-per-view, it would have been amazing. You know, the classic wrestling stories. The underdog, against all odds, beating all these people. Nobody even thought he should be there. He shouldn't have even been there. You know, a fluke shot. You know, he got in for someone's injury, and he, you know, really grabbed the brass ring. And you got Daniel Bryan, who's killing it as a heel, and he's, you know, making people feel like, oh God, I hate you. You know, this is one of the guys that was most beloved wrestlers of all time. Him and that Yes chant took over. It hijacked a whole Royal Rumble in WrestleMania. Like, he hijacked it. He made people boo Batista. He made it to where Roman Reigns could never get over until he got the leukemia thing and came back from it. Like Daniel Bryan, one of the best wrestlers, one of the most over wrestlers ever, is now one of the best heels. It's going to be probably for a long time. He's amazing at it. This whole eco-friendly thing is killing it. The remnants of a Shawn Michaels Diesel type feel with Eric Rowan being that, and the muscle, and you know, Daniel Bryan being that guy. It's kind of funny that I say that, seeing as Daniel Bryan trained at Shawn Michaels Academy. So that's kind of funny that they're doing this kind of angle, and it makes sense because he's a talented guy. If Kofi Kingston does not win, I will be highly surprised. You gotta give it to, like, literally, you're gonna give this guy the biggest push. He will be probably the number one African American superstar ever. You're going to give him WrestleMania, and he wins the title, and you put the title on the first ever all African American champion. I know The Rock is Samoan and African American. I know, and I'm not trying to take away from that, but this is going to be like the serious moment. And I think the guy deserves it, man. You know, he came in, he's always performed well. He's done this, everything you asked him to be. He was Jamaican. You know, now he was a sideshow with the New Day. You know, he has a lot of good accomplishments. He's athletic. He's fun. He can do the things he needs to be done. Even if you just put the belt on him for one night. Just one night, that will make one of the biggest WrestleMania moments in a really long time. So I hope they do that. On to, my boy Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. What do I need to say? What do I need to say? If you let Brock Lesnar beat Seth Rollins, people will cut it off. I'm telling you. They will shut the TV off. You won't have this whole big women's revolution main event and first time ever thing because people will be so upset. We all know Brock's on his way out. Let it win. Even let Seth turn heel and do something dirty to win. And people will still love it. It doesn't matter how you do it. As long as you take the strap off of Brock Lesnar and put it on Seth Rollins, you can do no wrong. There is no wrong way to do that. You let him retain, and people are going to set the internet on fire. You want to talk about burn it down? I think that they might burn the stadium down. Like, they might start a fire. It might start a riot. So, that's what I want to see. I want to see Seth Rollins as a victor in that. I think me and everybody else does too. And then on to this. Look, I'm not saying I'm against women being the main event. I'm not against this at all. But the fact that you're going to make it to be where it's Ronda Rousey, seriously, as that, Becky Lynch is on fire. Totally behind her. I like how they're pulling the whole Attitude Era stuff, kind of a Stone Coldish kind of vibe. Charlotte Flair is the greatest women wrestler, period. So you don't get a better wrestler than Charlotte Flair. You don't. You don't get a better women's wrestler. I mean, a wrestler, period. She is top notch. And people can argue all they want and say, well, they're doing the same thing they did with Roman Reigns and just shoving her in our mouths and she's the greatest champion. Or they're trying to give her as many title opportunities or championships as her dad. She only got there because of her dad. No, she got there because she's the best performer. That's why she's in this match. She's going to carry these women. That's what I'm talking about. Like, she's going to carry this match. She's going to make it compelling. Did you see when she won that? When she beat Asuka? Yeah, it's sad that she beat Asuka. They're burying her. They talk about how she can't talk. That's garbage. Whatever. That match was a WrestleMania match. It should have been Asuka and Charlotte and left it as just a one-on-one with Becky and Ronda. But you couldn't have put Becky and Ronda at the main event of WrestleMania and expect people to believe it. It's not there yet. It's not time. It's not. The story's there. They've worked everything. They've done everything from putting Paul Heyman as writing this. And he's done a damn good job. But you put Charlotte in that match, she's going to carry him. I'm telling you right now, Charlotte's not going to win. I'm going to tell you right now, Becky Lynch is going to win. She's going to unify the titles because that's what Stephanie came out and said, that they will unify the women's title, which I think is a great idea. It'll give very good storylines and feuds over all of the women. I think Ronda will be out. She said she's considered starting a family. She wanted to be done. They spoon-fed her everything she got. I'm still not a huge fan of this whole, breaking the kayfabe and wrestling scripted. No, duh. We get that. It doesn't make you look cool. If Paul Heyman wrote that, I'll be really surprised. Not that he wouldn't, break kayfabe, but it just made her look like an idiot. Like, I didn't want to hate her. I already hated her. She isn't a heel character to me. I never liked her in the first place. But, these are all my opinions. And these are opinions of somebody who's watched wrestling for a really long time. And I'm up for discussion about all of this. All in all, the card looks pretty good. It could always be better. And we could sit back and go, oh, I wanted this, or it shoulda, woulda, could have been this. But that's what wrestling is. It's not complaining. It's a constant debate. Oh, you like this guy? Well, I like this guy. Well, you suck, and well, you suck. That's the whole point. That's the whole fun of it. But at the end of the day, it's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be serious. It's supposed to be fun. So I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be posting some reaction videos on WrestleMania, on the day of WrestleMania. And, you know, I'm going to eat some good food. I'm going to drink some good drinks. I'm going to spend time with my family. And I'm going to love life. So that's what you should do. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm an idiot in the comments after the video. You know, tell me what you think. I'd love to hear from anybody, and any feedback is good. You know, if you say, Matt, you suck and you're fat and bald and you shouldn't be doing this, I'll be like, cool, thanks, man. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Just reach out. I'm always down for talking about wrestling, whether it's on the comments below, or whether it's on my Facebook page, No DQ4U, whether it's on Twitter or Instagram or anything. Just reach out. I could talk about wrestling all day, and that's the reason why I do this. I do this because I'm a fan, and I do it for fans that like to watch things about it. So, like I said, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you can get all the new videos. You know, like the video. You know, comment on the video. Just, you know what? Just love wrestling, and I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out. And I'll have a new video up soon. I'm probably going to do a type of prediction read-through for TakeOver, NXT TakeOver as well. And like I said, I appreciate you guys, and thanks for stopping through once again. Make sure you check out at the end of the video of my latest videos and hit that subscribe button. Thanks a lot.